Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to this week's cocktail. The name of the cocktail, also the name of episode 2, is the Tequila with Kindness. So we do have a tequila-based cocktail this week, aka Teqkillya, but we do have alternative ingredients to make the mocktail. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in and start with the mocktail so we don't contaminate our ingredients with alcohol, just in case you are sober or pregnant or just trying not to catch Dewey. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out and make a base almost like a sorbet, I guess you could say. I'm going to blend some raspberry puree with some ice, and for the mocktail we made some seltzer water with the soda stream. So,
but I mean, you could, if you had bubblies or something else, you could add more flavor to it, right?
Absolutely.
You could even get the black cherry bubbly and it would match exactly what we're using in our alcoholic drink.
Exactly. So
delicious.
You could get the exact same flavor just in a non-alcoholic seltzer water instead of getting the alternative.
But really it's about that carbonation.
Absolutely.
I love the carbonation.
We're trying to achieve a little bit of flavor, mostly carbonation, so we can create kind of an icy type mixture. So we're going to do the raspberry puree about halfway, so I can have about 50-50 balance. And then I'm going to top it with the seltzer water.
It honestly looks so pretty.
It's beautiful,
so
right?
Pretty, yeah.
I love too, we've kind of kept with this like red aesthetic, which I don't think we've done that on purpose. I think it's just summertime and it's so hot.
Yeah.
And everything that's like yummy, refreshing, and in season here in Oregon is red.
True.
Raspberries.
That's like a really true fact.
Yeah. Watermelon, cherries. I mean, everything is red this time. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to give this a quick pulse to blend it together, and then we will be right back. So we've got it blended here, and again, it's kind of like an icy type viscosity, I guess you could say, because it's got that seltzer in it, and the puree, it's almost like a sorbet or a smoothie. So we're going to also take some non-alcoholic margarita mix. It is Jose Cuervo brand, but it does not have tequila in it, and it should tell you to add tequila.
Which here in Oregon, I think everyone's really used to. But
yes.
That's a really good point, because everywhere else that, you know, they sell alcohol in a grocery store, that is a good thing to keep an eye out for.
Yes, because if they sell liquor in your grocery store, let's say you live in California or
any other place.
I guess Nevada, anywhere
I
really.
think it's Utah's the only other one like us, right?
I think so. You guys tell us, but make sure that it's non-alcoholic margarita mix if you're trying to make the mocktail.
Or if you just are having guests over and you don't know if they're drinking or not, it's just good practice, man.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah.
Be safe.
We're inclusive.
So we've got just the margarita mix here, and then we're going to actually top it with our blend. And boom. We'll give it a little bit of squeeze of a lime.
So
I love to throw the lime just straight in so you get a little bit of that bitterness of the pith and the rind.
You know what I like to do? I squeeze it, and then I take the lime, and I go around the top of the rim, and then I drop it.
There you go. You know
but
what
I
else?
like things really limey.
You know what else you could do too? You could rim it with the lime and then dip it in salt before you consume it as well, before you even make your drink.
Let me try that.
So here is the mocktail, the Tequila with Kindness, sans tequila.
I got these at Target, by the way. These glasses.
Yeah.
I love these.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to point out is that we're using 2 different glasses for the drinks, because the alcoholic and the non-alcoholic should be easily differentiated. Also for us, we have kids, so the mocktail is perfect for the kids, and they know that these
it's
the adult cups.
So refreshing. So I mean, honestly, I would probably make this tomorrow while I'm working.
It'd be delicious.
You know, when it's not allowed to have
when you can't
a bevy
have.
in hand. Yeah.
So
good. Oh, this is delicious.
While you enjoy that mocktail, I will go ahead and move on to the actual cocktail. So obviously for the cocktail, we're going to use the same general concept. I have a little bit of the mocktail left, and I'm actually just going to leave that in there because it's not going to do anything, which is why we made the cocktail, or the mocktail first before the cocktail. Making the cocktail second allows us to use some of that blend, add to it, and move on, and we're not going to taint anything with alcohol. So I'm just going to add some ice here to that. Now, in this scenario, we are going to still use the same raspberry puree. Again, I'm still trying to go for like a 50-50 ratio with the puree and the ice so we can get a good blend. And then instead of the seltzer water, the flavored seltzer water, the homemade seltzer water, we're actually going to use White Claw spiked seltzer water. And this is black cherry flavor. You could use lime flavor. You could use watermelon flavor. They have a raspberry flavor, I believe. You could use any flavor, but we chose black cherry. So in this cocktail, we're using an alcoholic base blended, but I'm still going to keep the ratios similar. Because really, we're just going for a little bit of fizz, a little bit of texture. Okay, so it is so messy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and blend it up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we have our White Claw puree and ice blended together. So now the other slight difference in making the cocktail version is at this stage, we're going to do the non-alcoholic margarita mix as well. But we are going to actually add in a little bit of tequila. I'm going to go ahead and measure it out. You can measure it by eye. You can do whatever measurement you want. I just wanted to use this and do an exact 1 ounce pour and show ya. Basically, again, I'm going to get kind of 50-50 ratio with everything. And then we're going to top it with our raspberry ice White Claw puree.
Wow, delicious. Look at that.
Nice and foamy. And bada bing, bada boom, there's the Teqkillya cocktail for this week's episode, Tequila with Kindness.
All right, let's get a cheers.
All right, cheers to this week's survivors. Survive and thrive, ladies and gents.
That's good.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's cocktail. Don't forget to go out and grab those ingredients so you can do a cheers and salute to this week's survivors. We are also still doing our free tote bag giveaway, so go over, like our Facebook page, and hey, maybe even invite a friend or two. Survive and thrive, ladies and gents.